What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle, and yes, this is the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell, so whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on, and hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. I'm talking this one right here, King Hussle. King Hussle X1M. No rags, just riches. King Hussle Crazy Reactions, The Hussle Family, Turn Motivation into Means, Dog Pound Exotic Pumps, Goosebumps Horror Stories, Sleeping with the Rain, Milwaukee Made King Hussle, King Hussle 2.0, and King Hussle Live. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom of the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right, got a lot of fake King Hussle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or a video. Make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you pay for, all right? And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. What to do, my real King Hussle fans, supporters, and subscribers out there, my real Hussle Nation Empire family members, and we are back at it again with the gems. I'm back at it again with the sauce. I'm back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you're tired of being your family zero? You ready to be your family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your pen, get your notepad, because we're about to get into these gems that's going to help you win. All right, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about Chase Bank. Yes, Chase Bank. Chase Bank has a new small startup business program where you get a $50,000 no-doc loan with bad credit. Now, a lot of people out there hear these bad credit loans, 50,000 this, 50,000 that. You actually can get more with them, but it all depends and determines off your business and your personal credit, right? So a lot of people are having a hard time getting funded. A lot of people are having a hard time getting loans, credit cards, or lines of credit. A lot of people are having a hard time getting the funds and the money that they need to succeed and win in life. And they just need and they need help figuring out how they can get approved for these things. A lot of people think getting loans, credit cards, and lines of credit is some type of secret science or is some type of secret method to getting this. And it's really not. Because at the end of the day, it's all based on you. What your credit report is, what your how much you make, what your business is structured around, a lot of different factors. So today's video, I'm going to break down the science on how you can start getting approved and start getting major funding for your new small startup business and even get approved for a $50,000, $100,000 new small startup business loan with Chase Bank before their funding goes out, all right? You don't want none of these banks to start running dry on funds because once they do, then it's like, dang, now you got to wait till the next year or next run or things like that. So when it comes to getting funded for your business, you got to understand this. There's two ways to get funding for your business. You can get a personal guarantor, which is utilizing your personal credit towards your business credit and getting major business funding, or you can just build your business credit from the ground up. A lot of people think and don't understand that when you start a business, your business is a whole new entity, which means it really has nothing to do with your personal. So when you start a business, you get your LLC, your EIN number, and then you get a business address, you get a business number, you get all these things. You're building a new entity. So once you go to Dun & Bradstreet and you get a business credit score, this is a whole new entity. That's why there's a lot of new people. We will get to that. All right. So you got a whole new entity. Just like you as a person is an entity, your business is an entity. Your EIN number is your business social security number. Every business has its own EIN number, which means every business has its own social security number. So when you start this business, it's like a whole new person, but it's a business. It's a whole new business. So people get their Dun & Bradstreet. They get the NAV credit builder account for business, which is a credit, a business trade line from NAV that will report to your credit report, your business credit, and start helping you build your Paydex and PayNet score. Now, just like personal credit, when it comes to business credit, you have to build it and establish it. A lot of people don't understand the logistics and the magnitude of building and establishing credit. A lot of people don't understand that nothing in life is free. There's no way for you to build and establish personal credit or business credit for free. So for all the people out there that's looking for a handout or using the excuse, oh, you got it, so what's going to hurt you to give me something for free? This ain't for you. But for my people to understand that nothing in life is free, you got to pay bills every 4 weeks, and determine how you want to live is determined how hard you work in life. It's a lot of lazy people out there that's not willing to do one single thing to change their life. So watching this video might change their life. They're not willing to do that. If starting an LLC, EIN number, and understanding these steps was going to change their life, they're not willing to do that. So a lot of people wants to do things, but they're not willing to do the things it takes to get where they want to go. So back on track. So EIN number, LLC, Dun & Bradstreet, start building your Paydex or your PayNet score. Now, there are websites that you can start building your business credit. Just like Credit Strong has a personal credit trade line, they also have a business trade line that will build your PayNet score. Not your Paydex, but your PayNet score. Now, your PayNet score is what's going to get you the cars and all that stuff like that. Your PayNet score is what's going to get you the loans and all that stuff like that. So, CreditStrong.com has a business trade line that you can get that will start building your business credit. Now, a lot of people don't know how to build their business credit. Net 30s. Net 30s it's net 30s, net 60s, and then 90s. These are basically accounts or products that you can buy and pay them off within 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. The best way to go is get net 30s because you got 30 days to pay off and you want reports to report to your business credit fast. So if I go to Uline, Granger, Quail, or some place that's offering net 30s and I get it on a Monday and I pay it off by Friday, so say I get $2,000 worth of equipment on Monday and I pay it off by Friday, Saturday. That's going to report to my business credit. Let's say I do the same method each week of the month for my business, $2,000. So that's around $2,000, $4,000, $6,000, $8,000 that I generated through my business credit. All net 30s. That's building your Paydex score. Now, understand this. When it comes to business funding, you do not have to have an 80 Paydex score higher to start getting loans, credit cards, or lines of credit on your business. You can get $5,000 loans, $10,000 loans, $12,000, $13,000, $14,000, $50,000 loans, $20,000 loans. You can possibly get a $50,000 loan. It just all depends on who you're going through, when you're going through them, how much you're trying to get, and what's your credit profile like. So a lot of people use their personal credit towards their business credit to start getting major funding ASAP. So basically, people who already have good credit and doesn't want to take the time to build their business credit by getting net 30s and things like that, they utilize their personal credit towards their business as a personal guarantor to start getting funds fast. So if I'm somebody that has a 750 credit score, $500,000 in debt on my personal side, good payment history, good age, and I start a business, I'm going to be able to get business funding fast using my personal credit. Vice versa, somebody has a 600 credit score, $15,000 in debt, couple late payments, age not good, you're not going to be able to get as much funding for your business using that personal credit. You might not even be able to use that. You might need a cosigner. So and a lot of people don't understand this. When it comes to getting loans, credit cards, and lines of credit, let me break down the science right here. A lot of people feel like, okay, they get a car when they're 18, 19, or however age, and they pay it off, and they credit score go to a 700, so they do whatever, and they get this good credit score, but no debt. Now they feel like, okay, I did whatever I needed to do in life. Now I can get loans, credit cards, lines. I can do whatever that I want to do in life with this credit score. Then they turn around and get denied still for whatever that they want. And then they be like, why did I get denied and I got good credit? This is why you got denied. They don't care what you did then. They care about what you do now. How good you are with managing money right now. If you're not good at managing money right now, they're not going to lend you any money. So if you got $5,000 in debt right now and you're trying to get a $60,000, $50,000 loan, they're not going to lend you that. They don't care about what you paid off then. They care about what you're paying off now, how good you are with payments now. Anything can change at any day, so they don't care about the past is the past. They care about, in today's time, on this date, how much debt do you have, how good are you managing it, and what's your payment history. So that's why a lot of people don't get approved for loans, because they don't have any debt, they don't have any payment history on this debt, and they don't have any age on how long you've been paying off this debt. So that is the number one key, the number one reason why a lot of people don't get approved for loans, credit cards, and lines of credit, and they have good credit. Now, you also got to understand this. You got to understand this. How much you make and how much debt do you have also plays a part in determination how much you get approved. If you only making $100,000 a year before taxes, and you trying to get an X amount of loan, and you got all these bills, they're gonna calculate all that up. They're gonna say, okay, you paid roughly this amount of month each month. Like, they do calculations. Like, okay, after taxes, you make this amount each month. You pay this amount. You pay this amount in bills. This amount of bills each month. They subtract that. So this is what you're left over with. Then what they do is they say, okay, we go subtract how much you trying to. We go subtract roughly X amount of money from how much you make too. If you got this loan, there's gonna be another number, and they're gonna look at the number and they're gonna say, if we gave this person this loan, is there a possibility that they could fall off and stop making payments on this loan? And that's how they determine who they give loans to. Why do they do soft pulls and hard pulls? Because they want to see how good you are with managing money on paper. You can go in there and tell them anything, but they want to see how on paper, where it really matters, how good you are with managing money. If you're not good with managing money on paper, you can kiss all that goodbye. Just like in the streets, if you know anybody that's always borrowing money from somebody, and on paper, on record, they don't never pay nobody back, and they come back to you and ask you for some money, you can be like, no, because your track record right here shows that you're not good with paying back money. And that's how a lot of people credit profiles looks. When they go look, these lenders and credit bureaus are looking like they're not good enough with paying back. They're not good at paying back money. So why would we lend them some money so we can get the same results? No. So that's why there are trade lines created. Because trade lines will add the debt right then and there that you need to get approved for the loans, credit cards, and lines of credit. And that's what people are not understanding. The trade lines are basically a finesse to show the banks, lenders, and groups that, hey, you got this loan, you paying it off. You got this credit card, you paying it off. You got this mortgage loan, you paying it off. You got this auto loan, you paying it off. Because you need at least 5 primary trade lines. Line of credit, primary, installment, auto, and mortgage. Revolving, or they all fall into the same category. And you need at least 2 credit cards. People don't got that. People don't got mortgage loans. People don't be having auto loans. People don't like bills. People don't like bills. See, this is the trick. People don't like bills, so they do whatever that they can to have as least amount of bills as possible. Banks, lenders, and groups want to see what the most bills is possible for you to get lending from loans, credit cards, and lines of credit. That's how the game works. That's how the ball rolls. Now, most banks are relationship based, and a lot of people don't know that. Meaning, if you have been banking with this bank for X amount of time, you have regular deposits, they start sending you perks. And once they start sending you perks, that means you're building a positive relationship with that bank. Most people with bad credit get approved for loans because of the relationship that they have with that bank. So if I'm somebody who want to get a $50,000 loan, and I've been banking with this Chase Bank for 5 years, I start a business, and they see I've been banking with them for 5 years, regular payment deposits to the account, they're going to help you get that $50,000 no-doc loan. Now, it's a lot of new people on my channel that don't get the chance to hear certain things. So like I told people before in my other videos, when it comes to no-doc loans, most of the time it's not going to be posted on that bank's website. They mainly post only traditional loans, credit cards, and lines of credit on their websites. To be able to get these different loan options, you have to call or go into the branch. And a lot of people like, I went on the website and I don't see no doc loan. I don't see this. It's traditional loans. And to get a traditional loan, you need at least 3 documentations: pay stubs, bank statements, and W-2s. And having a job gives you all 3 of those documentations. The average American doesn't have a job. Cool. So if you're self-employed, you still can get a loan, credit card, or line of credit. But a lot of people don't have those documentations. They're 1099 forms or things like that. See, a lot of people don't go by the rules and they cut corners. So when they want to get the things that they need, they don't have the documentations that they need to be able to get it. Then you got to find people to make this documentation for you, that documentation for you, and got to go back to the bank and bring them this documentation. That's how it all works. Also understanding that knowing what FICO that bank is pulling from will also put you ahead of the game. So if you know they're going to be pulling from TransUnion a month or 2 months ahead of time, you're going to go build your TransUnion up. You know they're going to be pulling from Experian and TransUnion. You're going to go build your TransUnion and Experian up. So you're going to go find trade lines that report to these 2 trade lines, to these 2 bureaus, or all bureaus. Or just the bureau that the bank is reporting to. Because we all know the hack. You got 3 FICOs: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. You get 1 hard pull on each. So if you go to this bank and they pull from Experian, you get $100,000 from them. You go to this bank and they pull from Equifax, you get you get $150,000 from them. You already $250,000. You go to this bank and get another $100,000. You got $350,000 from 3 banks. And all together. It could be less, it could be more. But the hard pull won't pull up from other banks because you know this bank only pulls from this place. So if I go to another bank and they only pull from this place, that's all they're going to pay attention to. It's only reporting right here. They're only checking TransUnion, so they're going to see nothing's on the TransUnion. This bank is only checking Equifax, so when they go to check and they only check Equifax, they're going to see there's nothing on there, so they're not going to see that I just got a loan from this bank for $250,000. They're not going to see that. This is the things that people learn after they learn credit and do their research and do their homework and start getting into the game and understanding the loopholes. How do you know what banks pull from where? Creditboards.com. They tell you each bank in the world, every bank in the world, who they pull from, what FICOs do they pull. See, knowing this information helps you get the bag. They're not telling y'all this information at all. I'm going to keep it raw and I'm going to keep it uncut for y'all. I'm not going to be doing all that. I'm not going to be, listen, when it comes to business and you get money, the more money you make, the more tax that you pay. So you have to spend the money. So why spend the money on clothes and things like that when you can spend it on land? You can spend it on more businesses and investments. Own clothing brand, Hussle Nation Empire. We're finna be wearing our own brand, our own clothing line. Like these Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, Amiri, they not put into no black non-profit organizations that are helping out the community. They put into their family pockets. So why would we gonna keep supporting them? See, that's our problem. It's a lot of different people out here. It's a lot of people that move different, that think different. It's a lot of people that move the same way. It's a lot of people that are brainwashed by the entertainment that's put out there. That's brainwashed to thinking that, once somebody gets some money, they gotta go get these fake horse teeth. Or once somebody gets some money, they gotta do this and get all these Cuban chains. Or once somebody gets some money and they really got some money, they go start spending it on dumb stuff that don't make them no money back. That's the brainwash. That's how brainwashed a lot of people in the world are. When it's just because you got new money, you don't gotta wash clothes or things like that. Like these are all the things that's running through people's mind because they never had money. The richest people in the world not driving Rolls Royces. The richest people in the world they're not doing these things. They're not buying things to show people that they got money because they don't care. Because that person that y'all trying to impress is not going to be able to save you if you fall down. So why would you try to impress them? You got people that's living inside the box, and you got people that actually took the time to step outside the box, turn around, and look at all the people that's in this box doing the exact same thing, the same mind frames, that's stuck in the same place. And y'all know it's facts. Everybody got the impression that once you get money, you gotta go buy this car, buy this mansion, buy do this, and do this. Everybody out here looking the same. And broke. Literally. You got people that's getting these fake teeth and these donkey teeth and they just messing up their appearance, not even looking natural. Like, why are your teeth so white? Teeth aren't jet white, like, and perfect in the same size. Like, people be so insecure that they would do anything that it takes to give off the impression that they're just this perfect person. Women getting fake breasts, fake butts, fake nails, fake hair, makeup. And no disrespect to the women that do that. But men don't like that. We don't like that. Just be real. We know y'all ugly. Y'all know y'all ugly. It's okay. Just be natural. Be real with yourself. Don't think because you have a flat butt, that's not what's getting you a man. No. Your personality, your this up here was what's going to get you a man and keep a man. And this is coming from a man. And my man out there, understand that you have to find a woman that's on the same page as you. A lot of people chase people and they mess up their dreams, their hopes, and their business plans and all that. Stay focused. Stop being in the streets. Understand that having a job is not corny. Not having a job and doing all this mischievous stuff and running around with guns and stealing cars, that's what's corny. Because at the same time, y'all want to be rich too. I don't know nobody in the world that's satisfied with being broke. And you got to think about it. Crackheads work harder than the average American because I never seen a crackhead go one day without not having whatever that they need. They're going to do whatever that it takes to get whatever that they need. So why don't people want success that bad? Being successful doesn't give you that high. So understanding that business, understanding that credit is the #1 money game in the world, understanding that establishing your business the right way, understanding that keeping a job, keeping some money coming in, keeping hustles, understanding that putting yourself in positions to win is how you're going to become successful. Nobody's going to put you in a position to do anything that you don't want to do or that you want to do. Nobody's going to say, hey, go over there and do this, do that, and you're going to make your $1 million. No, you got to do that for yourself. Understanding that, so y'all see all these people on social media going to these banks, getting these loans, talking credit, doing this. You can do it too. Everybody is human. It's just about the choices you make, decisions you make, the positions you put yourself in. So Chase Bank is giving out the bag. You can get $150,000 with no documentations. You can get a lot of money with. It's not just $50,000. A lot of people don't understand this too. Depending on how much your money your business is generating, will determine how much money they will lend you. A lot of lenders don't care about a credit score. They care about the money. They care about, on paper, we see that you making this much in revenue each month. This in each, after the quarter, after the yearly, the annual month you making this much. Cool. That's what they want to see. And like I said, it's there's ways around everything. People get documents made. People do a lot of different things to help them. It's loan officers that help you. It's a lot of different things and a lot of different ways that can help you get the bag. So with that being said, man, check out Chase Bank. If you are a Chase Bank banker and you don't have a business bank account with them, go get your LLC, your EIN number, and get a business bank account with them. Start depositing funds within them. You got a job, put $100 into the account every other week or every week or something like that. Start making it active, because I promise you, when you make it active, then you'll be good to go. All right, so shout out to all my Real King Hustle fans and supporters, subscribers out there, man. Letting y'all know Chase Bank is giving out the bag. No doc program, bad credit. You can utilize your personal credit or you can build your business credit. It all depends on what your situation is. Build that credit, make it happen, and get the bag. Shout out to all my Real King Hustle fans, supporters, and subscribers out there, because without y'all, there would be no me. Y'all motivate me keep going. Y'all motivate me keep dropping the sauce. And y'all motivate me keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime one-on-one limited gems is $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing them for $350. Yes, $350. Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the $350 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know you payment ready. and we will go from there. All right, no screenshot, no reply, no 21 questions, and please do not yo me. 355 questions. Also, make sure y'all tapping into the crypto tour in-person limited gems. 6,500, $500 deposit. The rest of the money we meet in person. Meet me in Texas. All right. Also, make sure y'all tapping into the credit my credit mentorship 2,500. I will be hands-on building your credit, helping you build your credit, teaching you how to build credit, establish your credit, and I will also give you the opportunity to become a certified credit consultant by the board, getting your documents. Also, make sure y'all tapping into my webinars. Webinars is 500. I will be going doing webinars explaining any and everything. It's basically a credit and life class. All right, so teaching people how to get more established, teaching people how to make profit, teaching people how to do their credit, teaching people how to get loans, credit cards, and lines of credit. A lot of good information in these webinars, so make sure y'all book your seat right now in the webinar 500. Make sure y'all tap into the Telegram Millionaire Network. Still looking for people for the production company, still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, and women and streamers. We could do a lot of skits, blogs, movies, music videos, traveling, networking, and making money. Make sure y'all follow my blog channels, No Rags, Just Riches, King Hussle 2.0, Milwaukee Made, King Hussle, and King Hussle Live. Make sure you go follow my Twitch, King Hussle Live. We're going up over there. We turning up over there. Make sure you go subscribe to my reaction channel too. Turn it up over there too, King Hussle Crazy Reactions. Make sure you go follow my clothing brand on IG, Boost Split Apartment. That's Hustle Department in French. Dropping new joggers and apparel and kids apparel real soon. Make sure you go follow my horror story channel, Goosebumps Horror Stories. Make sure you go follow my rain channel, Sleeping with the Rain. And make sure y'all stay tuned because I promise you, go subscribe to that Twitch because I'm doing a lot of giveaways, a lot of freebies, Cash App, Bitcoin giveaways, Method giveaways, sauce. We having fun. We turn it up. We IRLing, real life streaming, and we just having fun, and we turn it up a notch. All right, so make sure you go tap in over there to the Twitch, to my live YouTube channels, all the YouTube channels, King Hussle X1M, Milwaukee Made, King Hussle, all of them, because you do not want to miss nothing. All right, so with that being said, it's your boy King Hussle. Y'all know how I get down to any of these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson or video. Peace.